Hey, what's up you badass motherfuckers, Wacky Weirdo here, and in this video I'm going to be doing a review slash breakdown slash I don't fucking know of The Walking Dead Season 8 trailer. Now I was going to do this yesterday, but I got real busy, and by the time I was able to do it I was too tired, and I know there's already a shit ton of other reviews and breakdown videos that other people have uploaded, but I'm going to still do this one anyway, so let's jump right into it. So the trailer starts off with Negan speaking to Gabriel, saying some repetitious shit about shitting pants. He mentions shitting pants 3 times, which I thought was kind of lame. I think what they should have done is have Negan tell Father Gabriel, I hope you got your depends on, and then when Father Gabriel responds with what, he could say, you know, depends, a man diaper. And then he walks up and says, cause you're gonna be shitting your pants. You know, I would have enjoyed that so much better than hearing him say, you're shitting pants, cause you're gonna be shitting your pants. I just found that to be a little bit too repetitious. Then afterwards we get to see a bunch of glimpses. Now this right here is actually pretty cool. This is a callback to the first episode of Season 1. I think this is going to be in the first episode of Season 8 because the first episode of Season 8 is episode 100. And it parallels with Rick in Season 1, Episode 1, walking past a similar car with a dead body in the driver's seat, looking the same exact way as Carl is looking. So I think that is pretty cool. After that, we see our buddy Morgan, Maggie and Ricky Boy, Ezekiel walking up to his people, whole herd of walkers, Daryl downing some whiskey, pretending like it's water, my boo things, Rosita and Michonne, good old Hilltop, Aaron, Jesus's future boyfriend, Tara. Now this right here, at first I didn't know what this says, but when I flip the image, it says tomorrow, as you can see on the screen. Now I have a feeling that Daryl was the one that gave him this note, because at the end of Season 7, Dwight wrote didn't know on the back of one of his little wooden statues and left it at the gate for Daryl to find. So I thought that was a pretty cool callback right there too. And what is this? Oh yeah, right here. This is Daryl, as you can probably tell. But some people probably didn't pay attention. This is definitely Daryl, because as you can see in this picture right here, he's shooting that motherfucker while cruising on his chopper. And I'm guessing he got this off of somebody, maybe a savior, maybe one of the junkyard kids. I don't know, but on the top shows a whole bunch of lines. I guess the person who owned this gun was counting how many people they killed with said gun. That's pretty cool. And we got Rick, you can tell because he got the hatchet and 6-shooter. Walker out in the woods. Somebody watching Aaron, most likely a heapster. Now this right here, a lot of people are saying it's Rick. I think it might be Rick too. It's kind of hard to tell from the eyeball. And then you also see them again. Well, I might as well just bring up the image. There's no point in trying to skim through and look for it. But here's the image. So it definitely looks like Rick is in a storage crate at the Heapster's junkyard facility. I think Jadis may have captured him to use him as a sex slave. That's why he doesn't have any clothes on. Because you remember in the Season 7 finale, Jadis was hitting on Rick, saying she wanted to take him to bed, and Michonne was looking like she was about to beat that ass. And it looks like Jadis was like, well, If he's not going to willingly give me the penis, I'm going to force him to give me the penis. Alright, so this right here, you got Jesus putting a box over some gas cans. Now I think that is what Daryl is riding around on his chopper shooting, because I think they're trying to get a herd of zombies to head towards the sanctuary, because something similar happens in the comic books where they get a herd of walkers to hit up the sanctuary so that they can attack them properly. And I think that's what's occurring right here, which I think is pretty awesome. Got the whole squad over here. Look at this. I can't tell if that's Rick and everybody or if that's a shit ton of saviors, because this looks more like a savior's truck, and I don't think it's the Heapsters. So yeah, it's probably a big ass group of saviors that Rick and company are gonna be. And they're on the chopper. Dwight on the walkie-talkie. He's probably talking to Daryl, but probably not. I don't think he would want to actually openly communicate with anybody in Rick's group while at the sanctuary, because somebody might hear him. So maybe he's talking to Negan or Simon or somebody. I don't know. There goes that metalhead Walker from last season that Eugene thought of. Speaking of Eugene, you don't even see him in this trailer, which is kind of weird. You don't see Eugene at all. This is one of my favorite parts. You're a cool dude. But I have a feeling Jerry is going to die. It's going to be sad when it happens, because he's the comic relief, and we really need that in a zombie apocalypse. Tara. I guess they stormed another one of the Savior's outpost here. I don't know if this is their main facility or if this is just another one of the many facilities they have. Rick and Daryl working together again. Big ass group of Ezekiel's men. Kingdommies. That's what I like to call them, Kingdommies. My boo thing Maggie, looking all hot and stuff. Morgan. Still in the facility. Here goes Daryl shooting those boxes with the gas cans inside of them. See, here goes the horde that all those explosions are drawing in. And that's why Carol and Tara are up on the bridge just chilling. Like, we ain't got nothing to worry about. They're below us. Now right here is kind of odd. I don't understand this. I don't think they're training. I think they're actually fighting one another. Maybe Morgan is homophobic and he found out that Jesus is gay and he's trying to beat the homo out of him. I don't know. That's not it. I just thought it was funny to say. But yeah, I'm really interested to see why the hell they're fighting out in the woods, man. Aaron and Enid. Rick beating the shit out of I'm assuming a savior. Ooh, got my boy Simon. My prediction is Simon dies this season, even though I don't want him to. He's actually one of my favorite saviors. This guy, he's got to die. A Rot, I don't think she's going to die. But I think Simon is probably talking to Eugene right here. We don't actually see Eugene throughout the trailer, but maybe he's talking to him right here. Who knows? This guy's definitely dying. I think Morgan's probably going to kill him for sure. Piece of shit. Then see, here's the storage crate with the hole in it. That's where Rick is stored right now. Jadis is looking a little irritated. I guess Rick still hasn't given her the penis. You got Morgan meeting up with Carol and Daryl and Tara. Maybe this is after the fight with Jesus. You got more Kingdommies. Got my boot thing Michonne. Can't tell where the fuck that's at. Because it looks like Rosita and Michonne go on a trip together. So maybe they're not even fighting the saviors or heapsters or anything like that. They're just out looking for more guns and supplies, maybe. Maggie giving a little speech. Carol telling them to cover their ears. I don't know what the fuck she's shooting. Transitions perfectly into Daryl exploding another one of those gas can boxes. There goes Shiva. I think this is probably where Shiva dies, because sadly in the comics, when the saviors and all that shit breaks out, she ends up taking out a few saviors, but ends up getting killed in the process. And I think that's what's going to happen, because it's really expensive to have this realistic CGI in the show, so you know they're going to kill her off as quickly as possible. Look at that. Look, you see the look Ezekiel's giving Carol, boy? He's like, girl, you gonna get some of this after this war. You can sit on this throne anytime. You got my boy Jerry. Just look at that hatchet, just pow, right to the top of that bitch's dome. You got them all squatted up, shooting it up. You got Tobin right over here. Tobin unloading. Tobin might die this season. I predicted he was going to die last season, but he didn't, which was very surprising. But I think he's definitely dying this season. Then Negan's pissed off, slamming Lucille against the table. Looked like he got a haircut, and he's starting to let the beard grow back in, which is nice. More of that season 6 finale, season 7, episode 1 look. He might be talking to Eugene. Looks like he's at the sanctuary sitting here. He's either talking to Gabriel or Eugene, one of the two. Then you got Two-Face. See the reference? Half his face is messed up. Half his face is messed up. Dwight's looking at him like, I feel your pain, bruh. Ezekiel taking out some walkers. There goes more of Jesus and Morgan fighting. But yeah, right here, this is most likely going to be the season 8 episode 1 cold open. That's what I'm assuming. Showing the cane, showing Rick waking up, looking older. Because he's probably going to open his eyes, and then the theme music is going to play, and then we're going to go back to present time. When I first saw this, I thought it was just Robert Kirkman trolling us, because everybody was saying how they think that Rick's still in a coma, and he's just going to wake up one day, and it was all a fucking dream. And that's what I thought at first, and I was like, nah, since they showed the cane, this is just showing a flash forward of the new beginning Rick. Even though I hate the way he looks, you can tell which part of this beard is fake. You can tell this is a fucking bald cap / wig on top of his head. It just looks horrible. I could not watch a full season with Rick looking like this. I would just laugh too much. It would turn into a comedy to me. But luckily, once the new beginning actually happens, Rick will probably just let his beard grow out, and they'll probably actually just shave his head, so he won't look this fucking foolish. But anyways, there you have it. My review breakdown, whatever the fuck you want to call this, of the trailer. It was long. It's probably quite shitty compared to other YouTubers who actually are good at these things. But hey, it is what it is. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you enjoyed the trailer. We're all looking forward to October 22nd when this motherfucking season starts, because All Out Wars are about to tear shit up. Anyways, catch y'all motherfuckers later.